All right, what's up, gentlemen? I wanted to make a video today. This is a damn serious topic. I did a video a few weeks, maybe a month back, possibly about, well, I'm not sure about the time, but I did one. It was called Psychopaths and Sociopaths, or Sociopaths and Psychopaths, and I was talking about certain people and like their behavior characteristics so that you understand what to watch out for. And too often, we don't talk about the female psychopath and the female sociopath. They are prevalent. And this video it's gut-wrenching. It will take your breath. This video popped up in my feed, I think 2 days ago, roughly, by Vice News, which I'm gonna give them their props. I don't want any money. Vice News sucks. Sometimes, they used to be great, and I'm not gonna trash them. Once in a while, they do a damn good documentary. So I'm gonna give them a shout out. Shout out Vice News for finally, once in a while, you guys do something right. But this isn't about you. Men, I'm gonna run this video and I'm gonna link to it in the description. This popped up in my feed a couple days ago. It's called My Wife Hired a Hitman, So I Faked My Death. And this is about Ramon Sosa. He lived in Houston, Texas, just north. Married a woman. And I want you to pay attention to the subtle things as he describes it. And this right here is like, this is what sucks. This is why I point this out, because men don't understand when they're that man. And this is really sick, and women know this. I'm not saying women do this. Some do. Yes. Men do this too. That's not the point. The point is to understand when you're being finessed. Men and women. I'm not doing this for it. This bitch, I'm gonna call her what it is. It's what it is. But I'm gonna start this video. It's about 8 minutes long. I'm gonna chop it up. Obviously, there may be some ads pop up in it. I may have to cut it. It's gonna be hard to edit it because I'm kind of fresh at it. But this is worth watching. Ramon Sosa. And I'm gonna go ahead and start it.
My name is Ramon Sosa, and I faked my death because my wife tried to have me killed. I met Lulu back in 2007. She was a mother of two, divorced, had been in an abusive relationship, and she just moved here for a better life. She caught my eye. She was very beautiful and danced very well. I remember her having some high heels that must have been like 3 or 4 inches, and she stepped on my toe, and oh my God, it was like very, very painful. And there was so many red flags in hindsight, but yeah, she was definitely going to, get my attention one way or another. We had a small wedding, and I never forget her mother walking up to me, just whispered in my ear, "Now she's your trouble," and walked away. Well, this is where it all happened. I mean, brings back a lot of memories being back over here.
Hi guys, my name is Lulu.
And I'm Ramon Sosa, head coach, boxing. Welcome to Women's Boxing and Fitness.
This was our gym at the time. She was very helpful. She basically took care of the gym. But then as the relationship went on, and she saw how well we were doing financially, and she was already here legally. She was here on a visitor's visa from Mexico City, and then she became an American citizen after 3 years. I was beginning to think that she didn't need me anymore, that she wanted it all without me. It was going downhill quick. There was no option but to go get a divorce. It was late that evening. I was already at home, and this young man named Mundo just happened to walk into a conversation that my wife, Lulu at the time, was having, out of all people, with her daughter in my office, about a young man in the gym that has people in Mexico that chops up people for money. And Lulu made the gesture like, maybe we can use them. And Mundo, he said, well, I got the people that can do the job. And that's when Mundo, the next day, he called me, and I thought he was joking, because he said, hey, you call me Pops, hey, Pops, this lady, she wants to kill you. And I said, what are you talking about? Talking about Lulu. She wants to kill you, And then on top of that, right after that conversation I had with Mundo, I had to go home and see this lady, knowing that she wanted to kill me.
How the fuck do you talk to the cops about this, man? Really? Think about it, man. What do you do? Like, you hear this, like, somebody calls you and says that your girl wants to, do this, like, cartel shit, What do you do? Men know what I'm talking about. You feel like you don't know where to fucking go. Men move in silence. We suffer in silence. Men suffer in silence. Men want to fix things on their own. It's natural. And women know this. They exploit this. And I'm not saying all, but this shit's sad. I'm floored by the whole damn thing. I'm gonna start it back at 3:10. Give me a minute. Let's see what we got. Hang on a second. It's hard to edit this stuff.
Our plan was to get enough information to take to the police, and that's where it all started.
My name is Lieutenant Mike Atkins, and I helped investigate the murder for hire plot involving Ramon Sosa. As soon as I meet Ramon, he seems genuine. He seems concerned, obviously looking for help. At this point, it's up to us to listen to what he has to say, determine what we can do to help. Mundo, while he was working out one day at the gym, overheard Lulu. He obviously got concerned and sort of interjected himself into the conversation just so he could gather some intelligence.
¿Qué pasó, Lulu? Nada, pues nomás ellos, bueno, con lo que usted ofreció, pues de perdido saben que todavía está en serio que quiere que lo maten, todo está bien.
Sí. No, sí, definitivo. O sea, de que se lo echen. O sea, vale madre, eso, ¿no? Y de que les voy a pagar.
So the first time the hitman made contact with Lulu, we were in a local liquor store parking lot. If you could turn to the dictionary and look up the word hitman, you would see his picture there. He was that realistic. It's important that it can't be construed that she just wanted him beat up or she wanted him scared. There needed to be a commitment and there needed to be a trade of some sort of monetary value that would conclude with Mr. Sosa being killed.
And then Lulu, out of all things, she said, well, I don't have all the money right now, but when he dies, I can give you the money. He had the life insurance. He already knew how much I was worth after I died. Out of all things, he gave him watches and wedding bands and bracelets, my own jewelry as a down payment for my own murder. It's crazy.
This poor fucking dude. Can you imagine being a man hearing that? I mean, no one understands, like, what that, I can't even imagine. I can try. It's heartbreaking. This bitch has no fucking soul. She has nothing. She doesn't care. Nothing. She doesn't give a fuck, and it gets worse. I'm starting at 4:43. I'm gonna link to the video because, as I said, I'm still working on editing. It's not easy. I'll get there. That's not the point. So, I'm gonna go ahead and start at 4:43.
At that point, it was decided that we are going to follow through, show her pictures of Mr. Sosa just to get her reaction. I think it's important when the jury hear the elements of the crime, they also get to know a little bit about the person as well.
They said, look, she's a beautiful lady, mother of two. You guys own a business here locally, and a lot of people know you. We just don't want to take a chance if we go to a jury trial for one of the jurors to feel sorry for her. So we need to make this case a slam dunk case. They pulled out actual dead pictures of dead people. They picked that one with the bullet on the side of his head, and they said, this is the one we're going to do on you. Where they dug the grave, you can still see the hole, even though weeds have grown up. Brings back a lot of bad memories, man. Sad memories coming over here. They brought me over here in a SUV that was blacked out. They had me in makeup, put my hands behind my back, even threw dirt on me. And all I could hear was the clicking of the 35 millimeter. And this is my gravesite in the middle of a dump yard, middle of nowhere over here.
We have the photos. We have the initial agreement. All we need now is the reaction.
Pues, de guapa.
She paid him the rest of the money.
Tengo mil.
And I get upset about how Lulu reacted when the officer showed her the picture of me dead.
No se levanta ya.
She started laughing and raising her hands, and I tell people, like, she hit the lotto. This is her big shot. After I've seen the video hundreds of times, it's just still difficult for me to see because he brings back so many bad memories.
Naturally, he was heartbroken. But I think deep down, he was hoping that she would not take it this far. We decide that we're going to wear cameras, we're going to go to the gym, we are going to tell Lulu that we are investigating a missing person.
When's the last time you saw Mr. Sosa?
We saw him on Wednesday 15th, the last day.
At this point, Lulu acts as if she has no idea what is going on.
So he hasn't contacted you in the last 24 hours?
No.
We have the last piece that we needed was her denying knowledge of any of this. So when we explained to her that she is under arrest, she is completely dumbfounded.
Okay, Miss Sosa, stand up, please. You're under arrest. Okay, you're under arrest.
Why?
Okay, ma'am, it's okay. Stay back. We have a warrant.
Lulu elected not to go to trial. She elected to take a 20-year plea deal in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice.
Because there was so much evidence against her that if she would have gone to trial, she probably would have gotten life in the state of Texas. I remember at the hearing when she was sentenced, it was a packed courthouse, a lot of media were there, and I forgave her. It was just a release of all that pressure, and I walked away. And she never looked at me once. The reason I'm sitting here talking to you is because of the decision that Mundo took. And I will forever be in debt to Mundo for saving my life.
I don't think I'll run across another murder for hire.
This poor guy, man. This man that had the courage to get up there and say that, because men know what I'm talking about when they understand. She laughed about it. She thought it was fucking funny. I want to give a shout out to Vice News. Absolutely. This is a great video and I thank you for doing this. Also want to give a shout out to law enforcement in Texas that listened to when he came in and staged this up and helped him. I wish she would have got the fucking electric chair, because honestly, I think she should have. To me, 20 years is a joke. This is a good dude, man. How many men are suffering behind the walls of their own home because it's not taken to these extreme circumstances, if you will, with a woman that can play some role outside while fucking plotting and smiling in his fucking face. This right here, classic, listen, sociopath. Classic sociopath with, of course, psychopathic tendencies. Yes, when she laughed, holy shit. But psychopaths typically cannot mingle with the social expectations to the extent that a sociopath can. This is sick shit. And men, you have to be aware. Damn. I can imagine how crushed he was when Mundo hit, and shout out Mundo. Fucking Mundo, shout out. How crushed he was. To know. It blindsides a man to know that you're damn, this ain't the woman I knew. And she wants to kill him. She wants to fucking kill him. This is not some bullshit joke. She called her people in Mexico to do it. Only because Mundo overheard her. That they were able to intervene and pretend to be those people that she called in Mexico. If Mundo didn't call it, it would have happened. It would have happened. Absolutely. Ramon Sosa. Look, man, I had to do something about this. This came up a couple days ago, and this is one of many. There are several. I know there's guys that do this shit too. I don't co-sign any bullshit in this realm, psychopathy and sociopathy, all this. This shit's sick. But we never talk about the women doing this to fucking men. Good men. You fucking women forgot what it means to protect the men. And I'm not talking about protect men just because. You forgot what it meant to protect good men. Protect good men. This is one of those men. The only thing that saved his life was another man. I'm not saying you ladies all failed. No. But ladies know how to operate and not be seen if they don't want to be seen. They know how to operate in the shadows. They know how to fake and mimic things. Not all, I know. Look, you got to protect yourself, man. I'll obviously link to this damn video. It may take me a few days to edit it because I'm kind of new at it. Sad shit. I'm sick of seeing this stuff, man. There are predators out here looking to take you out. And they don't take you out. They don't come to you. The devil comes to you with a smile. Absolutely. You got to protect yourself, brothers. I'm going to have to go. I got to cut this. I'm going to see what I can do tonight. It's going to take me a few days. Protect yourself, all right? Stay strong.